Youth coaches. What's the craziest parent meltdown you've dealt with? My 12-year-old son refs youth soccer games on weekends. He's actually really good at it. I started him young because I run the youth league and needed reliable referees. Last Saturday was the championship game between two rival teams. Parents were already tense before kickoff. My son drew the assignment because he's one of our most experienced kid refs. The red team parents had been complaining about referees all season. They'd gotten 2 refs to quit earlier in the year after screaming matches over penalty calls. I'd warned my son they might be difficult. 5 minutes in, he makes a perfect offsides call against the red team. Their coach argues, but accepts it. That's when I noticed this one mom in red team colors starting to get animated on the sidelines. She's yelling things like, "Come on, ref, open your eyes." Nothing too bad yet, but I can tell she's building up steam. Her husband keeps trying to calm her down, but she brushes him off. Other red team parents start joining in. They're creating a hostile atmosphere that's clearly affecting the kids on the field. My son looks over at me nervously, but keeps officiating. 10 minutes later, my son calls a handball in the penalty box. Clear as day. The kid deliberately swatted the ball down with both hands. Even the red team coach doesn't argue this one. Blue team gets a penalty kick and scores. That's when red team mom loses it completely. She starts screaming at my son from across the field. "You're blind! That wasn't a handball! You're ruining the game for these kids!" Her voice carries across the entire field. The blue team parents start getting defensive, telling her to back off. Other parents start looking uncomfortable. A few red team parents tell her to calm down, but she's not having it. "Don't tell me to calm down. This ref is clearly biased. Look at his calls." My son stays focused, but I can see his confidence shaking. The red team gets a corner kick. My son positions himself perfectly to watch for fouls in the box. Clean play, but no goal. Red team mom decides this is somehow his fault too. He's standing in the wrong spot. He can't see anything from there. This is rigged. Then blue team scores again off a counterattack. Red team mom decides my son somehow caused this too. She storms closer to the field, screaming, "This ref doesn't know what he's doing. He's cost us the championship. This is a joke." The red team coach tries to get her attention, tells her she's out of line. She turns on him too, saying he should be standing up for his players. Her husband finally grabs her arm, tries to pull her back toward the parking lot. She shakes him off violently and keeps advancing toward the field. "I'm not leaving until someone does something about this terrible officiating." The game continues, but all the kids are distracted now. They keep looking over at the screaming woman instead of focusing on soccer. That's when she crosses the line, storms onto the field during active play, gets right in my son's face and yells, "You're a terrible ref! I'm getting you fired! My husband knows people in this league." The game stops completely. All 22 kids are staring. Parents from both teams are on their feet. That's when my son calmly pulls out his whistle, points to the sideline, and says in his official referee voice, "Ma'am, you're ejected from the game for unsportsmanlike conduct." She laughs in his face. "You can't eject me. You're just some kid. I don't have to listen to you. I'm a paying customer here." My son pulls out his phone and calls me. "Hi, Dad. It's me. Yeah, we have a code red situation on field 3. I see her face change as she processes what just happened. I jog over wearing my league president polo shirt and clipboard. She sees me coming and her whole demeanor shifts instantly. "Are you this boy's father?" she asks, trying to sound reasonable now. "I am. I'm also the league president, and you just threatened my referee during an official game." She starts backtracking immediately. "Look, I was just frustrated with some questionable calls. You understand how parents get during championships." "Ma'am, my son made perfect calls. I've been watching the entire game from the sidelines." Her husband finally speaks up. "She's sorry. It won't happen again. Can we please just let the kids finish their game?" "I'm sure it won't happen again." Because she's banned from all league facilities for the remainder of the season. Security escorted her to her car while her husband had to explain to their crying kid why mommy couldn't watch the rest of the championship.